Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Eagles have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can.
There he goes! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baldwin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 45. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10.
Flag 24. Flag 24. Lasso.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's French. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down coming up. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. On the move, it's Paul. It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Pulls it in, it's Petway.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wimsatt. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's French. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll try it again. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Offense in an empty set.
Single. Black 14. Black 14.
Dropping back, it's Quimsat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football.
It's a fake he wants to throw. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker.
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target downfield, throws the completion. Everything's going right. But the return team able to make a massive tackle. The gamble does not pay off, and that is a critical turnover on downs.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
On the ready. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the ground with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Jacksonville State 7, Georgia Southern 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Scanning the field, it's French. The sure hands, it's Cobb. Inside the 30. Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and that can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a first and goal. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Eagles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. And he is snowed under. defender sacked at the 7.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The give to the back. Shakes him. Hits a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, that's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This time they'll go to the running game, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The offense changing the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. Turning on the Jets. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cuber. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Catch in the middle, it's Paul. Wide open spaces. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Slings it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on third and short. The quick out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Using the quick game. There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Petway. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. Oh, the ball's out! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's French. Fires one high and deep. Finds space on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Yeah, and nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida, just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day, what you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
21, Jacksonville State, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Cuber. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Here's some pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Big play. Takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Gonna take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught close to the marker. It's Paul. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.